And welcome back, Moose family, to another edition of the FlanFan Show. Your host, once again, Jason Wade, alongside his partner here and teammate, Fallen Warrior. And we have a special treat. Since one of our regular co-hosts couldn't be here tonight, we got the one, the only, the floppy cock himself, Shadow Demon. How's it going, Shadow?
I'll kill you, Jason.
That was short but sweet. Fallen Warrior, we mentioned you're here. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. It's great to be back on the FlanFan. That's first week of Moose ever since vacation, and just can't wait to get this season over and done with so we can get season 14 started.
Yeah, no doubt. As you may have noticed, there's literally no downtime in between two seasons. And as soon as the playoffs are done for the one season, the new season pretty much starts the following week here. It is what it is. Playoffs is almost here, but we still got tons of Moose action in between then. And again, we mentioned, sorry about not being back sooner. There was a break there for all of Moose. We took a little bit more time off there. We got our shit straight. And in between those times there, kudos to Flanagan there. Jim, he hosted 3 tournaments there, and I believe Fallen Warrior helped out, and I also believe Shadow Demon participated in one of them there. Fallen, can you describe what you did behind the scenes there?
Well, I just basically, as everyone came into the lobby, just entered their names, and they would message us the scores, and we'd put in scores, just basic stuff like that. Unfortunately, Jason Blaze himself won the first tournament, so thought I'd say that instead of him saying it, because I know he would brag about it the whole show.
Nah,
I'm pretty sure he would.
It really doesn't matter who wins, share those bragging rights there. But what matters is getting the new guys mingling with our veterans here. And, a shout out to people like Koozie. He popped in and out of some of them tournaments there. Shout out to Ice Cream Truck, Shadow Demon himself here. And also shout out to some of the waivers there, like O'Banion and Mob Leader and AKA Knife. These guys really had a crucial part there. And from what I heard, they had lots of fun there. And look forward to these guys next season when they will be full-time players there and they'll be making impacts. Now, Shadow, you had the privilege of playing in Team 2v2 tournament there. And disappointing loss in the first round there, but was it fun overall anyways, or?
Oh, it was fun, but it was bad playing with Jordan. I should have picked a better teammate.
I wish I could say the same thing.
Yeah, we did. We didn't have the kind of chemistry we did if we were playing in a real game, like in whatchamacallit, in a league game.
Yeah.
Completely different.
For sure. Not only that, we also had waiver games that started just Monday here, hosted by Flanagan again, and I know Giants hosting some of them there, and shout out to all the waivers that participated in that too. Again, getting your name out there, and I was hoping to get in a couple of those games there. Unfortunately, there's too much waivers, and it is what it is. I'm very impressed with the input of the new guys they're doing, and they're a very enthusiastic bunch. They desperately want to play. We actually got a caller on the air, so I'm going to bring him in, guys. Hello, caller, you're on the air. Who is this caller?
Y'all are a bunch of fucking pussies. You hear me?
Oh, I hear you. I just strongly disagree. Or actually, we are what we eat, so it's not that hard.
You fucking pussies. Go play a good game.
You sound like a redneck, not gonna lie.
That's a good game. Skyrim.
Hey, please end this call right now.
Oh, God, Skyrim. Oh, God. The nerd's life.
Wow. Again, his once every show call of you're either pussies or I want to order pizza.
Okay. So why don't we go into the MAHL? I believe we did have games last night, Blaze.
Yeah, we had a couple games there. It is what it is. Let me pull this up. Sorry about that, folks. Not being prepared here. I was,
Are you ever prepared?
Nah, dude.
Sadly, no.
we had
and we have him hosting this. Oh God.
We had a couple upsets last night, and it is what it is. We had a series of two strong teams here. But let's start off with the Raging Fornicators taking on the Slow Children at Play here. And again, it's a sweep. The Fornicators wins the series here. First game 6-5, second game 6-5 in overtime. Third game 8-6 here. So the first two games were pretty close there. Raging Fornicators, the 11-man roster, actually had to use a waiver last night there.
Oh my God! How is that possible? Like,
I don't know.
Was it because
especially that only 3 of them have like MAHL rights?
Do you think it's because of the break?
Played last night, I don't think here. So
do you think it was because of the break? Like,
I don't know, man. Maybe he had too much turkey in the stomach, and I don't know, man. Again, Cloudy Days didn't play last night there, which is a huge surprise. I don't know where he was there. Hopefully he is listening to this. Maybe he can call in and give us a response here. And I think Scotty Wild Thing's calling again, so I'll just take that off. Yeah, it's just surprising. Again, Slow Children at Play. They've been struggling, but to actually hang in with one of the top teams, that is good. And also, they got a point out of it, which, you know, in its own right, it's better than nothing.
To correct you, they got 3 points.
Do you know anything about the series, Fallen or Shadow?
Not at all.
I don't know that much. I was in a party with Cloudy earlier, but he didn't really talk much about his game. He didn't tell me why he was missing. But he just said that Slow Children at Play just took out all of his good players and they were just playing awesome. That's why they won the third.
Now, who took charge in that game? Who was able to get the team in there and get them to play?
I don't really know. I just went to click a game and it came up to a dating site or something. I don't know, man. My computer's fucked. Sorry about that.
Or is it just you?
I'm gonna have to assume it was, you know, maybe. Oh, Cloudy Days did play. Sorry, guys. He played defense this game. He played defense. That's why we never noticed him. He's always forward there, so like he had to film for one of his defensemen or something. I don't know. That's really weird.
Do you know what waiver he got or anything? Or
yeah, he had Mr. Daddy Frost there. Not really known to me, but do you guys know anything about him?
I've heard his name like a couple of times, but that's
what were his stats looking like in that game?
You know, they're pretty good for waivers. I think he got maybe 5 or 6 points the whole series. Actually, maybe more. He got 4 points in the second game here, so.
That sounded pretty good, so. For all the captains the next season. Talk to this kid.
Well, we don't know who the captains are, so.
I know, I'm just saying if you're going out for captain, just start looking now.
Next series.
Never hurts.
Go ahead.
Alright, let's move on to the next series.
Next series, we have Lambda taking on Walk of Shame here. And this is the battle of the two heavyweights, man. These guys are two strong teams here. And it looks like the Walk of Shame takes it. You know, Lambda gets the first game 4-2. But then Walk of Shame came back and wins the second and third game 5-2 and 5-3 here. Interesting side note, I heard a rumor that Just Too Quick is no longer playing for Walk of Shame here. And unfortunately, they don't have many stats in for themselves here, Walk of Shame. But simple as that, I heard a rumor that Just Too Quick is no longer playing. And they're using a backup goalie for now on for the rest of the season there. Do you see that impacting this team from here on out?
Oh, yeah. This Just Too Quick was a big impact on this team. He was a starting goalie. He's a decent goalie too. He's not the one. It's his first season in the AHL. But again, he's a good goalie. He kept this team alive, and now that they're gonna have to use their backup, I think their team's gonna be struggling on goaltending, unless they put Low End Theory in net for the rest of the season.
Or it depends on how good the backup goalie plays. Maybe he plays a little bit better. Who knows? You got to give him a chance and wait to see what he can do.
Yeah, no.
Well, do we even know who the backup goalie is yet, or?
I've only heard rumors. I've heard different names, so it's yet to be confirmed here. Again, they didn't put their stats there, but if the backup goalie played, he played pretty damn good for this team, and he got his team the series win here. So it is what it is here. We actually have a huge upset also in the next series here, if you guys want to talk about this a little bit. The Devil's Rejects taking on Sesame Street Nightmare. Devil's Rejects wins the sweep. This
Oh my
is
God.
the first series win of the season, and we're over halfway done, folks. Devil's Rejects wins the first game 4-2, wins the second game 12-6, and wins the third game 12-7. Have you ever seen a scrub team ever do that good? Was it because of the ownership change?
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
I still don't think it's about the ownership change.
Or was it
even if King of 412 was playing, they probably still would have won and swept this game. Little spoiler, he's a great guy and all, but his team's not looking that great this season. So it was a battle of the two bad teams, and it turns out that Little Spoiler's team ended up getting swept. But for Crazy Eddie Killer, I want to give a shout out to him just for stepping up to be a captain again.
But here's the question. What position did Crazy Eddie Killer play? Fill me in right here.
I think he plays forward.
Do you think it's because they got different D other than King of the 412?
Nah, King played this game. But
Oh, he did?
I think the impact
I thought King wasn't playing.
was...
No. He's a lot. He can still play. It's just that he can't captain.
Okay, my bad.
Because the captaincy takes too much time of his life. I don't know why he stepped down. I can't remember.
That's a new job.
Yeah, I knew he had a new
job.
job.
Yeah.
Anyways, the reason, my honest opinion why they swept, simple as this. Their waiver. They had a waiver defenseman last night, and in one game alone, he had 9 points. That's right.
Holy
9
crap.
points. Again, it is an MHL veteran who couldn't play full time. So he's used as a waiver. It's Jimbo 2K. He played for the Devil's Rejects, and could he be the single reason why they won this series, or what?
No, for you saying that, I think it is. Jimbo 2K, I think that's the whole reason why they won the series is because they had him on defense, and he is an MHL quality player, and unfortunately he's not able to play MHL this season. He went as a waiver, and he just stepped into this game and got 9 points.
Now, I was looking over his series stats here, and I believe he's got 14 points in 3 games as a defenseman. That is just simply astonishing.
Do you think he was helping set up the D with the good outlet passes, or do you think he was just making some good shots from down there at the point?
I think most of them were assists, to be honest. All of them were assists, I'm pretty sure. So it was probably good outlet passes, or maybe he was setting it up. I know Zelo had 6 goals in the first game, second game, sorry. And he's also stepping it up in terms of the goals department there, and the Devil's Rejects really need this. I believe Jordan was talking to Cloudy Days the other day, and he just simply said that they have a chance to make the playoffs here.
That was today when I was talking to Cloudy about that, and basically, by the looks of their chances, they do have 13 points, I believe now. So pretty much they have 4 series left. They would have to win every single game to make it to the playoffs. So they do still have a chance, but they're not going to make it. That's my opinion.
Okay, guys, we have another caller. Let's bring him on. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Who is this caller?
Hey, Jason.
Hi, Scotty. How's it going?
It's going good. I just want to say something.
Oh, say it.
we have time for this scrub?
Don't know.
Oh, apparently he dropped. Anyways, yeah, again, the fact that Devil's Rejects got their first series win there,
And sweep.
is that a shadow for things to come, or do you think it was just a good waiver that really stepped it up and helped them?
I think even though the waiver helped them out a lot, even though that's not what happened, I think that this will be a big impact and they'll start actually trying better and just making these better chances for themselves. Like maybe he inspired them to do something different. Who knows?
All right. We have two more series here. Loose on Ice taking on Two-Line Tweakers, and it's another sweep here. Loose on Ice taking the first game 7-4, taking the second game 3-2, taking the third game 4-2 here. Again, Two-Line Tweakers continuing to struggle. Noose, they've been going on the flippy-floppy there, losing, winning. You never know what these guys are going to do. They're very unpredictable here. But they came out with the series sweep here, and that's a solid 6 points that they desperately needed here. So, again, with Laker and Scribbles and Buckeye, and of course Kale, they've been playing pretty well. And apparently in the first game for the Two-Line Tweakers, they had to play Corpsicle in that. Corpsicle of all people. What do you guys think about that?
Someone that doesn't have as much experience in net, it would be hard for him. He probably doesn't even have anywhere near his superstar card in net.
The second game, they had Liberated in that. Like, what the hell is going on here?
I think it's just them trying new stuff out. Like, stuff's not working for them, so they're changing it up.
I don't think it's the perfect time to start trying stuff right now. I think they should have tried that in the beginning of the season or earlier on during the day when they're not in the series, because I believe they do have 26 points or something like that, and Damage Incorporated is not too far behind them, so they better not be fooling around, because that could cost them a playoff spot.
All right. Another, the last series of the night here, and very surprised with the outcome here, is Dharma Initiative, a strong team, a very strong team. They've been playing really well all season long, taking on the, as of late, pretty good Damage Incorporated. And, again, all three of us were in the series, so not to blow our own horns, we held it there, guys. Dharma winning 2 out of 3 here, but all 3 games were in overtime. Dharma taking the first game 5-4 overtime, second game 5-4 again overtime. But then Damage comes back and takes the third game 6-5. So, again, that's as close as it gets here, folks. Dharma coming out with 5 points and Damage coming out with 4 points. Damage, again, is in a battle of their lives to make the last couple playoff spots here. And, again, they're hot on the heels of the Two-Line Tweakers, and We Killed Kenny hot on the heels of Damage. So, this was a crucial couple points here that Damage needs. And, again, tonight here, I think it's We Killed Kenny versus Damage here. And it's a must-win for either team. Whoever wins that can safely say they're probably going to make the playoffs here. So, what do you guys think about that? Can you guys talk more about the series last night? What happened here?
No, what? I'm gonna say this right now. Joe Stowe, he's a great player. He's a great captain. To me, I only remember him captaining twice, and now it was this season and a couple seasons ago. But he's a great captain. He knows how to draft well. Unfortunately, he drafted Blaze last time he captained, I remember. So that was a bad pick by him. But just kidding. Shut up. But yeah, I think Damage Inc. We should have won that game because
the first game
we were winning actually 3-0, and they managed to come back and take the lead 4-3, and then we managed to take the tying goal, send it to overtime, and then in overtime, Blaze made a good stop, but then one of our defensemen just dove down, which was a stupid dive, and just knocked the puck into the net, which cost the game.
Shadow?
Yeah, basically they did a really good comeback. They caught us when we were cocky and just floored it on us. They said, we will not lose this game.
But they ended up losing Game 3 after taking Games 1 and 2, which, by the way, Damage both got each a point in each of those first 2 games, and 2 in the third game.
What? We Damage got 4 out of the 6 possible points. I think that's good enough. As long as they keep at least 4 points coming in each series, I think we should be good, and we would have no problem making the playoffs. As you said, Blaze, tonight we play We Killed Kenny, and it's going to be a tough series. Winner basically gets the playoff spot, so we have to see what happens there. See if Damage comes out in their A game, everyone on the roster.
All right, let's go over predictions for tomorrow, or should I say tonight? Sorry. Damage Incorporated taking on We Kill Kenny. What do you guys think?
I'm not going to leave any comment for this game since we're in it.
I'm not going to say nothing. I don't want to jinx anyone.
I don't want to jinx anyone. I don't want to put anyone out on the spot, make anyone mad at us tonight or anything.
It's not the fact of making people mad, because that doesn't really bother, but I just want to guess the series, because I think it's bad luck if I guess that we're going to win. But.
And I sure as hell ain't going to say nothing. Apparently I have a curse when I predict something.
Yeah, you're not.
Yeah, you do.
Kick your ass.
Like picking Matty K first overall.
Oh, God, I feel so bad for you, my friend.
And I quote, goaltending is a necessary necessity. All right. Anyways, 3 more series other than that one. Raging Fornicators taking on Moose on Ice here. And who do you see taking this series?
It just depends. Is Raging Fornicators going to be on tonight?
You know what? I was talking to Cloudy today, and he did say most of his team will be on. So for him saying that, I'm going to have to take Cloudy to win the series at least 2 out of 3.
Shadow?
I'm going to say the same thing, because they Noose on Mice are going back and forth with the wins and losses. But if Cloudy's whole team is on, then he can pick the ones he wants to roll with, the strong lineup, and it's going to be very good for him.
I just have a feeling tonight that Noose is going to take this. Simply because
Blaze always going against us.
Laker and Scribbles are going to be having a great night tonight. I think this is going to happen. You heard it here, folks. I honestly think Laker and Scribbles is going to have a good game, and Buckeye's going to play like Buckeye does and shoot himself in the foot there. But, I still think those two will have a great game, and, of course, Squint's been playing good for Raging Fornicators, but I think Noose is going to take this 2 out of 3 here.
I feel bad for the Noose now. You just predicted them. Damn.
All right, Dharma taking on Miss McGill. 2 strong teams here. I think Dharma's going to take it 2 out of 3. What do you guys think?
Who's the other team besides Dharm?
Miss McGill's Tea Party?
Tony Soprano.
Yeah. Most likely Dharma. They have a very good forward line that knows what they're doing sometimes. Other times they just take it in themselves, and it's hard to stop them. It's hard to stop them.
I think this is the second time, I believe, this season that all 3 hosts agree on the same thing. I'm gonna say Dharma takes 2 out of 3 as well. Miss McGill's Tea Party definitely stepping their games up to get them into the playoff spot, but Dharma is just a better team, and they're going to come out with the win tonight.
Not going to lie, I think they're going to sweep. Just saying.
No, they're not going to sweep. Miss McGill's party's playing way too good to get swept.
I think it's going to be pretty close, considering. Anyway, last series tonight, Little Children at Play taking out Lambda. And I don't even think this could be close. Little Children, a struggling team, taking on Lambda, who's been dominating as of late. So, Lambda, sweep.
Yeah, I agree. Lambda with the sweep.
Fun Banks is top of the MAHL standings right now. I believe he's still in first. But yeah, he's gonna sweep today too. Little Children at Play. I don't know what place they're in exactly. I don't know how many games they have left, but it's hard to say for them if they'll make it into the playoffs. But Lambda definitely gonna sweep today with their dominating roster they have there.
Yeah, and this is gonna be a first time here for this season. I'm gonna list out the positioning order right now. Cloudy Days, his team is number 1 with 45 points, first place in the AHL. He's quickly followed behind by Lambda, who has 42, trailing by 3. Dharma after Lambda with Dharma with 38 points. Man, that's solid. And after that, it's Walk of Shame in 4th with 35 points. Miss McGill with 32 points. Noose on Mice with 28 points. Two Line Tweakers with 27 points. Damage Incorporated, last playoff spot there with 24 points. We Killed Kenny on their heels with 21 points. And then there's Slow Children, who's got 20 points. Sesame Street Nightmare with 17 points. And the Devil's Rejects with 13 points there. That is the standings so far, guys. Do you really see any big changes happening?
Like, as in trades, honestly, I do not know if there's going to be any trades, especially with the 7th, 8th, and 9th place teams. I don't know if there's going to be any trades between them. We'll have to see on Friday when it's trade deadline. So,
yeah. Anything about the AHL boys before we go for a break?
Not really.
No, we don't have any callers, do we?
We have one, but I'm not sure if he wants to be on the air. So.
Well, let's try him, and then if he doesn't want to be on the air, he can just...
I think he's talking about Scotty.
Hello, caller? You're on the air. Who is this caller?
Hey, you got me?
Who is this caller?
High Flyer.
High Flyer.
Yeah.
First time caller here. As far as I know, you got any shout-outs?
Yeah, I did get one, but, or you said shout-out, I'm sorry, I said shout-out, I thought that's a weird question. Actually, yeah, I was trying to figure out what went on with the All-Star voting, because I was looking at it, and my team, Miss McGill, hottest team in the league right now. We have one loss in the last 14 games we played, and not one of us got on the All-Star team, and only like 2 of us were even on the ballot.
I believe there was 4 people of yours on the ballot there, because I was the one that had to initially get the names there. I was told to go on League Daddy there, pick out the 2 best forwards in terms of points and whatnot, the best defenseman, and the best goalie. So 4 players off of every team got put on the ballot there, and from the vote, what happened?
My first vote went to Shadow Selene. I didn't see him on there, and I think he's leading the league in points or close to it.
Isn't he under Shadow Too Fast?
Yeah, I believe Shadow Too Fast is on there.
Shadow Selene is Shadow Too
then
Fast.
I'm just a dumbass, my bad.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Paul is on the show every day, and he proves that no one can get stupider than that. But well, maybe Goofy might, but still. Hey.
Oh, now you're attacking someone who can't even defend himself.
Anyways, you got shout out to anybody? Anything you want to say to anybody? High Flyer?
think he hung
No,
up.
no.
Huh?
No, I'm still here.
You don't want to say anything to anybody before we go?
Shadow Celine, maybe, you know.
No, I'm good.
I'm down at Music Marketing Listener Show. Stay tuned. We're going for a break here. When we get back, we will be in the MHL portion. Welcome back, Moose family. We're back for our MHL portion here. And, we're back. Phone Warrior, Shadow, you still there, guys?
Yeah, I was jamming out into that music until you turned it off. I was like, oh, a shame.
Anyways,
you can listen to it when you're jacking off later.
The number 646-381-4907. That's the number to call. Please don't jerk off when you hear music. We've been hearing mixed reviews. We've been hearing that no one really knows the MHL in terms of this group of broadcasters here. Giant and Holly, of course, do. And we're going to make it our mission to know a lot better, more about the MHL, so you viewers can be entertained here. We're going to go over the series that happened on Monday night here, and then we'll talk about last night's games, and then the trade that happened today. So, and some rumors, perhaps. Anyways, Second Nature taking on Relax and Take Notes here. Second Nature, surprisingly, they got a win. There's two struggling teams here. They only played 2 games that night, and Second Nature they won this 2-game series here. First game 9-4. Second game 7-3 here, and it looks like the first game there, Taz, he's the one that kept his team into it with 3 goals, and Gillum with 1 goal here, and again the Matty K, he's cursed. The first game, out of 7 shots, he let 4 goals in. He has more goals than saves in that game. But then he comes back and redeems himself. And again, Relax. The forwards are starting to click. Again, they still didn't have enough for Second Nature and Silver Enough's team. Matty K played a lot better. But I think the goaltender of the series would have to go to My Little Pony, who played outstanding this series. You guys say anything about this?
Weren't these the 2 games that they missed in the first series?
Perhaps. It happened on Monday night, so,
Yeah, this was because they only played 2 games. I was wondering what happened there. I forgot they only played 1 game in the first week.
Yeah. Fallen, you guys think?
Actually, I'm surprised that Second Nature swept moves like Yager, but Yager, they were showing that they were what's the word I'm looking for?
Dominate.
They were showing that they were dominating, but who knows what happened here to them to let Second Nature sweep them last night.
It's probably because of the break. You got to remember this. People were rusty around the break, so...
Yeah, but you would expect them to at least throw in a practice, because the games do not start until 10, so...
Anyways, the only other 2 games that happened was the worst kind of people taking on Beauty and the Bills here, and it looks like Crazy Yeti Killer actually had to go play for the Beauty and the Bills. And he's a captain in the AHL, so I believe this is the first time ever that we actually had a captain in a recent season. Since the new switchover of the system, playing the MHL here, I think Pancake, he played forward the first game. And
holy crap.
I don't know what's going on here. Darkstorm played in net for worst kind of people. They get Bills for the Beauty and the Bills here. And Justin, he had a solid first game, and same with Herbs. They combined total of 11 points in their own right, and of course with Crazy Eddie Killer, he got 2 points there. But I think the story is Crazy Eddie Killer, and it's the battle of the unpredictable forwards here. With flexible Pancake playing forward for Worst Kind of People and Yeti Killer taken on as a forward by Beauty and Bills here. And, first game 7-2, second game's 5-2. So strong defense from the winning teams each year, and they each stepped up here. With Courageous Cuddy and Timeless taking on Global and, the second game C-League here. So, again, it's just a really weird lineups they've been posting here. You guys got anything, any background rumors about this or what?
No, Pancake.
You go ahead.
You know how you said flexible Pancake played forward. He is actually a good forward. He's not only good at goalie, he's a good forward. He knows how to play the position right. So to them, it doesn't matter if they put him in net or forward. They still would have won this game against the Worst Kind of People. But Pancake, I was able to play with him a couple of times on forward, and he's actually a pretty diesel forward.
Yeah. Shadow, you're about to say anything? Something?
Now, who won the series? I'm sorry.
It was
it was Beauty and the Bills, right?
It was according to last Monday. They only played 2 games there. I'm not sure what the outcome of the first game was, but it was 1-1 there. So whoever won the first game, or if it has yet to come, they're tied. So maybe someone can call us know what happened to that other game there. But we do have a caller. I'm not sure if he wants to talk here, but I'm going to bring him anyway.
Yeah, you can bring him in.
Hello, caller.
Yeah,
there.
Tony, I'm going to go into Buddy's room here in a minute. I'm just talking to Shadow.
Okay, I guess he's just listening. Okay, last night here. It's the upset, to be honest. Relax and take notes, taking on the Worst Kind of People. And again, Worst Kind of People, congrats on making it over half the games in this season here with all these reschedules they've done. And when they actually do play, they freaking blew it against one of the struggling teams here. Again, Taz, he's been making tons of trades there, and maybe he has a lineup that clicks. And it seems like after they win a series, he's always doing trades as soon as he won the series here. So let's go over the trade before we go over that series here. Taz gets Darkstone from Timeless, and Timeless, in return, gets the rights to Shadow Demon here. So,
oh, God.
That's going to be interesting. Why would you trade a goalie that you use, again, for a guy you have rights for?
Oh, God, I think I'm going to be... I hope I stay with us.
And then the second trade Taz did was Unfair gets Frosty Nightmare. In return, he gets Marty McFly here. So he's shaking up his forward line for sure here. And, it is what it is. He's trying to make his team better, and let's hope he does. Not sure if this trade took impact before the series here. But, okay, this just in. Worst Kind of People and Beauty and Bills are tied 3 wins each this season. They've played a total of 6 games this season. Considering they're in the same conference, they got 2 series against each other each, and they're tied 3-3 here. So that's a pretty solid outcome there. Let's make it to the night's games here. Taz with the sweep, which is very surprising. A struggling team beating a dominating team here. The first game 7-4. Second game 6-5 in overtime. And the third game is 4-2 here. I have no idea what happened for the Worst Kind of People there, but it is what it is. Timeless and Courageous Cuddy just couldn't deal with it. And again, Hatemaker, he had a pretty good series there, but I think the winner of the series, to be honest, would have been Frosty Nightmare, man. Frosty, he played phenomenal. Of course, My Little Pony, as always, he played pretty great too. What do you guys think about this series, guys?
I think it's, I don't know, Timeless and Cuddy are 2 great defensemen that know what they're doing. They click a lot. So seeing these kind of scores surprises me a lot.
Paul?
You know what? I honestly don't know why Taz is making these many trades, because it seems that he'll make a trade, go play the series that night, and then they'll end up winning. Like,
And
if
then
you're
make
gonna
another trade.
But still, what's the point? If you're gonna be winning, then why are you gonna make more trades? Because
didn't he just trade Frosty Nightmare after the series that he just won?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
I don't understand this guy.
I believe I'm looking at. I think it's the first game here, the 7-4. Frosty Nightmare. I'm looking at the stats right now, and just that one game, he had 5 goals, 1 assist, 6 points. He was a +2. He had 9 shots, and he had the game-winning goal. Like, I think back to the trade. Marty McFly, he is a good forward, but yet again, he is an all-around player, so he can play defense or forward when needed. And I'm just getting this from a source right now. Taz made these trades because apparently he needed a center. So I haven't seen Marty McFly at center, but we're gonna have to see how he does in his next series.
Here's a question, Jordan. Do you think Taz is making all these trades to make a team that gets him more points or something? Like,
yeah, it's funny because he traded a rights player who, in his own right, is a center and is NHL quality for freaking, who was it, a goalie? What's wrong with this guy? He needs a center, but he trades a center away for a goalie? Do you think that's just kind of retarded in your point, or what?
I can't even understand this. Like, I don't understand this guy at all. Like, he's a cool guy, but what the hell is he doing half the time?
Maybe it's Goofy behind the scenes.
Maybe, who knows?
No, I don't think it's Goofy. I think that he's trade happy right now.
Sometimes that happens.
And another thing from my source, apparently Marty is one of the best centers in the MHL, so we're gonna have to see how that turns out their next series.
Yeah, and speaking of Marty, we had Smoking at Urbe taking on Syndrome with the Down, and once again, Syndrome with the Down barely even scoring here, and they only got a total of 4 goals this whole series. Marty McFly in the first game alone had 6 points. That's more than the Syndrome with the Down had the whole series.
Wow.
Urbe, let's go over the points here. Legion, second game, he's the only one with goal here, and it's just sad. Urbe taking the first game 8-2, second and third game both 6-1 here. Again, Syndrome Town's just not getting any luck. They cannot find the forwards. They even tried different combinations here. They tried the second game. I'm looking at it, and they had Grow, I'm Not Your Dad, and Sanus playing fucking forward with lefty Clayton McGill on defense and Legion in net. Legion for fuck's
Legion started out in net, and then he traded and started playing center afterwards.
Yeah,
but I think there's a reason he didn't want to play goalie in the beginning, so I don't know why he would go back.
And the fact that he stuck a really good goalie on defense while he plays goalie, that's just
that's
unbelievable.
Didn't Legion have first 2 round picks this draft?
Yeah.
Like, how do you screw up an MHL team when you have 2 first rounds? That's the one thing I do not understand. Like, but yet again, he was going up against a very good team, Smoking that Herb, and even with that trade that Fair made, it's not going to impact his team at all. Because I did have a chance to play with them, and Marty McFly, I only saw him play on defense. I was never able to see him on forward. Frosty Nightmare, I did play with him a little bit in scouting games when I tried getting into the MHL this season. Frosty Nightmare is a really good forward, so I don't think Fair is going to have to worry here about that trade. Personally, I think he made his team a little bit better. But
here's a question. Who's he putting on D now, since he's traded
Well, you have to remember this. Whenever I got called up, he was missing a defenseman. I believe it was Colton. So Marty would go play defense, and I'd go play Marty's spot. Marty is a forward basically. So.
Oh, you just never seen him play.
I just never seen him play on forward.
All right, I see what you got.
All right, next series here. Second Nature taking on Moose Lake Yager, and again, it's another upset. Second Nature sweeping the series here. And I think the really crucial point, is the fact that Kuzi's been on his game for this team here. And again, I'm not very impressed with Matty K here, but his forward's been bailing him out. If you go look at Matty K's stats, the first game, he out of 8 shots let 5 goals in. Is that a defensive struggle, or do you think it's just him just sucking balls?
I think that's you picking him first overall.
But then they said
I agree with that.
14 out of 14 here in the third game. Let's check his stats out. Yeah, 4 goals on 12 shots. Again, he was struggling. I think it might have been the defense the first game. Face it, Second Nature's not really a strong team. They're more offensively minded now since their trade. And again, Matty K, he's been struggling, but when it matters most, he's been winning them games here. And moves like Yager, they've had a valiant try, but when you have people like Hi, my name is Ed. He's been struggling here. It looks like he struggled this series. And, I think I got a source here. My source says Kuzi has 38 goals on the season, even after being traded all around the season. Only 2 goals behind Hatemaker here. So Kuzi, he's been the life and soul of this team, and ever since they traded for him, they've been on a winning streak here. What do you guys think? Think it's because of Kuzi, or do you just think it's just a matter of luck here?
No, I'm gonna say it's because of Kuzi. Ever since Kuzi came along, they have started to step up their game. I'm looking at the standings right now for the MHL, and it looks like Second Nature is tied with Never Say Never Drift, which is Drift King's team, tied at 24 points.
Aren't they playing them next game?
I do not know. We can check that when we go.
I'm on here right now. Yeah, they're playing them in the next series today, actually.
Yeah, so that's going to be a big series with them because they're both tied with 24 points, but then not too far behind, they have Relax and Take Notes. So it's going to be a close playoff race for these 3 teams, but definitely for Second Nature, Kuzi is definitely making the team a lot better offensively. Now,
is it because they switched their focus from being more of a defensive team to being more offensively minded? And in result, the goaltending and the defense has been lacking recently? Or,
Maybe, do you think it was the fact that, damn, my bad. Moves like Yager was, I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I got lost.
Folks, that's when you drop a baby on their head. That's what happens. Anyways.
Shut up.
No. Kuzi's making this team more offensive-minded. No doubt that they're gonna be in the playoffs for sure. I'm saying they're gonna be either in 7th or 8th. But they're definitely gonna be in the playoffs first round. But the sad part is they might be eliminated first round, unless Kuzi and Matty K could step it up.
Anyways, last series last night here is the gratuitous amount of energy taken on the chronically arthritic Fappers. And Fappers, they took the series here, 2 strong teams here. It's very surprising that this happened here, considering Jay-Z has a strong team, and so does Duke here. And, I think the star of the night would be Sir Snipe-A-Lot. and he had 2 shutouts and only 2 goals allowed this whole series here. And again, pretty good performance by Juiced Up and Ice Cream Truck. Superstar tried to keep him in as much as he could, but in the end, the forwards just didn't beat the defense of the Fappers, and that consists of Daly and Corpsicle, which is a call up for last night there, and Corpsicle having a huge night here, and Daly and Corpsicle had a pretty good tandem, and of course Duke, he got the goals that his team needed to win, and Sacred Silence had a quiet night here, but he's the guy that set them up here, and also Agent J had another quiet night here. So really, the people that played pretty good tonight would be Duke, the defense, and the goaltending here. And I'm not sure it's because Jay-Z's team struggled with forwards here, or if they had a call-up, which they did, beat Kemba here. But, again, with Jay-Z and Wade, they should have been able to capitalize there and score goals there.
Blaze, I'm going to correct you on that. I don't think the Kemba has a call-up anymore. I don't know I don't know if this is true or not, but apparently, I think it is. Chaos Samurai actually got dropped, and Bikema got called up.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Sorry.
Yeah, so he's not a call-up. He was their actual left winger.
Well, anyways, they just couldn't find a way to score here. And Sir Schneipler had one hell of a night here. Demon, you got anything to say about it?
Great games by Sir Schneipler. And maybe their defense was doing great for them.
All right, let's go over the standings here for the MHL. They have the gratuitous amounts of energy. Jason Morski with 39 points. Serious Business Cat, led by JJDM with 38 points. So only 1 point behind. That's a pretty good rivalry they got there. Next they have Spoken at Urbe, which is M. Fair's team, and he has 27 points, which is 11 points behind second place there. So there's a huge gap there. In fourth place, you have the worst kind of people who have yet to make up a lot of their games they need here. They have 26 points. And then fifth place, chronically arthritic Fappers, led by Duke with 33 points. Sixth place, led by Sobi IR Fears, they have Les Tabernac, or should I say Les Shadow Kings, with 33 points. Seventh place, we have the team that shall not be named, Never Say Never, led by Drift King 99 with 24 points. Eighth place, no one would have ever predicted this after the second half of the season. Second Nature with 24 points. And behind them, they have Relax and Take Notes with 22 points there. So that's going to be an interesting struggle. 10th place, Beauty and the Bills. Some say it's because of his draft choice. Some say it's just he sucks and the Shoveltons can go blow themselves without Goofy. They follow in 10th place with 19 points. 11th place, they have Moves Like Yager, who's been very surprisingly relaxed. Again, I think they had a name before they won, or I don't know. Led by Ed the Pimp, 19 points again. He's tied with 10th. And then last place, no surprise here, it's the Scum Cum Queen himself, the Nipple Shower, and the team just can't score with 9 points, which is 10 points behind 11th and 10th place. Syndrome of the Down, led by Legion. Unfortunately, I think they're mathematically out, to be honest. I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't even think they have a chance.
I think they're mathematically out when they had Blaze playing for them as a call-up earlier on in the season.
Oh, that's cool. Anyways.
Now hold on. Gratuitous amounts of energy is first, right?
Yeah.
Now, I like what they did. What they were undefeated in the regular season until they versus Relax and Take Notes, and then he took the only team that beat them in the regular season. I think that was smart.
Yeah.
They basically just made a full team trade, but Jay-Z has like the team that beat him, and I don't think there's a smarter trade than that.
Yeah. Jay-Z's an excellent captain there. This is not his first time in the rodeo there, and he knows what he's doing. And same with all these captains. They know what they're doing, and
they know shit.
They know shit. Anyways, that was our show. So, got any shout-outs? Do it real quick, guys.
Yeah, I got a shout-out. Jerome McGinley is getting goal number 500 next game.
He better. It took him long enough.
Seaman Demon, anything with you?
Good luck to all the players playing tonight.
And I got a shout out for a guy that used to be known as Level 74 Bingo. His name is Fallen Warrior Calm Flamingo.
You just went there.
See you tomorrow there. Hopefully we'll have Giant and Jim here. And we'll see you there. Again, 6 o'clock.